welcome back. It is the Vegas Take, Sharp and Shapiro on a Wednesday. Glad you could join us. Again, a reminder, we are streaming live the Vegas Take YouTube page, so check that out. You get to see our very handsome mugs on there. I know you all want to see that. Coming up here in just a few minutes, we're going to talk about this Joe Biden story. Denied communion at a church? Yeah. And then coming up in hour number 3, story of former UNLV legend and color analyst Robert Smith. He suffered a stroke, and we're going to tell you a little information on how you can help the family during this difficult time. And we will get to the World Series Game 7 tonight. Even OJ in the news. We'll get to that. But for other stuff in the news, we now turn to KDWN News anchor John Schaefer. John, what's going on?
Well, guys, a prison inmate convicted of burglarizing the mansion of Mr. Las Vegas, Wayne Newton, twice in June 2018, has been sentenced to a minimum of 22 years. Wesley Martin was convicted of 11 felonies, including home invasion. Prosecutors say items from the first burglary were sold at a pawn shop. Martin has previous burglary-related and firearms convictions and was in prison for violating his probation. Newton and his wife said the crimes have changed their lives.
Part of the sentencing, I think, is that he should be forced to listen to Dakashay 24/7 every day while he is incarcerated.
Oh.
I think that would be an appropriate punishment, don't you think, JD?
That's a bit harsh, isn't it, Brian?
Okay. Sorry I asked you about that. Go ahead.
That's a little over the top as far as I'm concerned.
Lawrence Joseph Renetti Jr., a Las Vegas detective, was arrested on Saturday, October 19th on suspicion of misconduct, selling a controlled substance, and concealing evidence. A newly released arrest report alleges these crimes involved the unidentified female described as Renetti's lover. The investigation began in June when detectives learned of recorded conversations in which people were discussing a female in love with a cop known as Lorenzo. Over the course of their investigation, detectives were able to identify Lorenzo as Renetti, discovering that he had frequent contact with the female described since July of 2018 and often provided her with meth.
Wow, what do you think about that? I mean, that's really romantic when you really think about it. I mean, to many people that are drug addicts, meth is more important than anything else in their life, right? So when you offer something that is more important to you than anything else you have to your lover, I think that's very romantic.
Yeah, to some people, meth is king.
Yeah,
right.
I think that's an extremely romantic thing to do, even though he has a problem. I think that's very touching to me. I'm sorry, I'm getting goosebumps.
There's a lot of passion.
I'm getting meth goosebumps. I can't even talk right now.
They're called meth bumps.
Oh, is that what they're called?
Get it right.
All right, fine. Sorry.
Speaking of goosebumps, they're going to be sticking around as well because the cold weather will be here for at least one more day.
Ooh.
Temperatures tomorrow morning going to be in the 30s. A freeze warning is in effect for Thursday morning.
30s?
Average temperatures for this time of year usually in the low 50s, making what we're experiencing 15 to 20 degrees below normal.
Instead of trick or treat, it's going to be trick or freeze.
Exactly.
Oh, my God.
Do you know what the record low is for today or tomorrow or yesterday, John?
I don't think he knows that off the top of his head. He's not a weatherman. I don't think so. He is a wealth of knowledge, but I don't think he knows that.
That if it is below freezing at McCarran tomorrow morning, it will only be the 4th time in history that we've been below freezing in October.
Oh, man. Wow. I don't think many people are going to be toughing it out if it's 30 degrees going trick-or-treating.
I wear a jacket almost everywhere I go now, and I don't feel great about it because I didn't move to Vegas to wear jackets.
Okay, well, there's our breaking news of the day.
Global warming.
I just learned that
global warming for being colder than ever.
Ding, 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 ding. We need a breaking news sounder. Breaking news, J.D. Sharp has just announced that he does wear a jacket now everywhere he goes. There we go. All right, go ahead.
And I'm also not happy about it.
And he's not. Oh, wow.
I'm with you.
Adding to the story, CNN breaking news. All right, go ahead, John.
Well, if you ever wanted to party with the Lombardi Trophy, the NFL is giving fans that chance. The league launching a Lombardi in Your Hometown contest, which will send the NFL's championship trophy to one winner's hometown during Wild Card Weekend in January. The trophy will appear at a watch party for the winner and his friends and family before heading to Miami for the Super Bowl in February. To enter, just post a picture or video demonstrating what you've done to deserve a chance to lift the trophy and tag @NFL and hashtag NFL100 contest. Contest runs through November 7th.
See, that's not the type of an award I would want. If I wanted any award shipped to my house, it would be an AVN Adult Entertainment Award. That's what I would want. The newest male porn star of the year. That's what I would want. That's just me. I wouldn't want this award shipped to my house. How cool would it be when I had women knock on my door, come in, which they don't, but if they did, and they wanted to come in, and I said, hey, what's that? Oh, that's the AVN Award for Male Porn Star of the Year. I won that last year.
Well,
that would actually get me somewhere. But if I see one of these awards, I mean, maybe my bro friends would appreciate it, but that doesn't do anything for me.
It's funny that it's going to Miami. I'm sure the Dolphins players are entering the contest so they can get the trophy in their house in Miami because otherwise they're not going to take a look at it.
Those Dolphins suck. Fitzpatrick is terrible. Anyway, Mr. Schaefer, thank you so much for the news. Who's your Penn State team playing this weekend?
We have a bye week this week, along with everyone else.
I
in the
will
top
say-
five,
I will
except
say
for
this.
Clemson.
The next week, the game for Penn State next week, especially with Antonio Shelton now, the
Yep.
defensive tackle being suspended for spitting on a player from Michigan State.
Yeah,
That is a tough game for Penn State. That could be a loss. I believe it's also in Minnesota,
it is
correct?
in Minnesota.
I refuse to talk about Penn State for more than 30 seconds on this show. I apologize. I just won't do it. We could talk about Jerry Sandusky if you want.
No, I'd
No,
rather
I
not.
don't think you want to talk about that. Okay. I like his response.
Stop
no,
trying to
no.
strike nerves, Brian.
No, I'd rather not. All right, Mr. What are you doing for Halloween, by the way? You do anything fun?
Handing out candy if
That
kids
sounds
come to
fun.
the door.
Don't inject them with anything that shouldn't be in there. Don't put weed in your candy,
No,
John.
don't put weed in your
Don't
candy.
do that.
And don't give out good candy, because I learned this morning that kids take their phones with them and will text other kids which houses and the addresses of the good candy,
Ooh.
and then your house gets swamped.
Are they really doing that?
That's
Wow, kids are
awesome.
getting really smart. That's something that I would do. In fact, I would actually
Modern-
charge for
modern
that service.
trick-or-treating.
I would charge for that service.
Absolutely.
Hey, you want to go to this house right here at the end of the block, because that's where they're giving out the meth.
There should,
No, we-
there should definitely be an app for that. I think I just made an idea.
I think so.
That would be a great app.
I think that
But
is
so,
great.
so Brian is gonna. He's been talking and recorder it in a Laura Ingram voice for the last 2 days. He's gonna dress up like Laura Ingram and go all over.
Just dress up as a racist witch. That's all you have to do, and there you go.
He's gonna
There's-
spend a lot of time near Nellis.
That's my trick or treat. Trick or treat. That's my Laura Ingram voice. Anyway, Mr. Schaefer,
Really good.
thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Certainly.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, Joe Biden was denied communion at a Catholic church. I think it is utterly ridiculous. We'll talk about that. And speaking of abortion, it might have something to do with that. The laws in Alabama have changed. I'll explain what that means coming up next. You're listening to the Vegas Take on the all-new 101.5 FM, 720 AM, KDON.